What's going on, Signarly? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. What's going on, Nate? How you doing? Mikey? God, we got everybody here right off the bat. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure stuff out today. Not that it's any different than any other day, but look at my fucking hair. It's big as shit. Okay, alright. Looks like the space background is working again. It stopped working there for a second. I'm trying to... Facebook updated something with OBS, and I think it messed up all my settings. No, okay. Oh, no, we're working. We're here. Big Heath, Little Heath, Big Heath, Little Heath, Big Heath, Little Heath. How's everybody doing today? I am in remarkably good spirits. I have had a fucking insane week, and I am thrilled that it is over. I get to move on with the rest of my life, and that feels good. I got apple fig Newtons to keep me together today. The studio is super fucked up at the moment because we went through our closet. It's kind of hard to see, but behind me there is a closet. It's normally covered by a green screen, but in order to move shit around in here, we had to tear apart the green screen. And like there's a portal to hell back there. Like seriously, it is one of the scariest things I've ever seen. There's like a bunch of kid shoes in there. You know, like anytime you see anything like that, it's just like, it's horrible. There's like school books and kid shoes. You're like, oh, which was up here eating kids? And I've told the story. This room had a piss-soaked mattress in it. It looked like somebody was like chained to a bed in here. Mikey, I'm sorry you're tired, man. That is intense. I would like to say it's allergies. that is the thing that is fucking me up right now. My lungs, like, oh, like especially all the dust up here from yesterday. Yeah, I was feeling it. Mikey, so yes, technically this isn't the basement anymore. It's the murder attic. Which I'm all right with. I'm all right with it being the murder addict. It's all right. Tarot cards are back. Mikey and Nate, you guys have already said in the Patreon, like you, now up in the attic. You know, attic is a pretty good place to be. It's cleaner than the basement. I'm in bare feet all the time, which I love. And truth be told, I'm always in my pajamas, so I barely have fucking real clothes on. Oh, dude, 3 migraines. The heat this week was absurd. I went on multiple like rides with the one wheels, and I came back and I was like, I'm taking a shower, like a lukewarm shower. It is fucked up how like shitty I felt after a couple of them. Went and rode downtown. That was awesome. We did a ride into a place called Lafayette Square. So it was about an 8-mile round trip ride. Right now, I want the one that I have a bunch. I have the one that I'm super cozy with, which like if everybody's all right, I'd like to use this one today. I do have the True Black one. I have the Azathoth one close. I have cats. But all these things I am not as familiar with, and I've been truthfully for myself, my own pulls that I've been doing lately have been on my Hieronymus Bosch deck, which I am not comfortable enough to do in public because it is still like still confusing to me. But this one I always feel comfortable using. It's easy for me to read and get into. So if you guys are all right with the classic, I will do the classic. If you want other ones, it's totally fine. I'll pull them out and bust it out. But that is not. Yeah. Oh, dude, my collection. It just keeps on getting bigger too. Like, cause like tarot decks aren't that expensive. Daniel CS, have you discovered a way of combining tarot cards and miniature painting? Please say yes. Well, I mean, like, just with enough effort, yeah, absolutely. Hootie Hoot, what's going on today, man? How you doing? Here's two of my newer decks that I got. This guy, Travis McHenry, he did the Hieronymus Bosch deck, and I love it. It's a great deck. It's intense. It's a really weird deck to use. And he also did these Angel Tarots, and this was a Demon Tarot, but they changed the name to Occult Tarot because somebody bought it. Rockpool Publishing bought it. And I think that it was a little too edgy for him. But check this shit out. So it comes with a big ass book. Books are cool. Get you all your info, photos with everything. And then check this shit out. Red foiled edge cards. Same old how it goes. I feel ya. I'm doing pretty well. I made it through the business buyout intact. Ready for action. These decks are wild. I still don't quite know how to use them, but the look is cool. I don't think you do a solo reading with just this deck. I think you use this deck to supplement another deck. So I think that's how I'll probably use it. It's one of those. And then I got the Angel deck, which is really fucking cool. Again, each card. Some people have tried it, Daniel, and they are. I'm telling you, they are just. I don't know. How many of you are tired of just like finding ways to put big tits on models to sell minis? Because that's what it kind of felt like they're doing. They're like, oh, it's edgy and there's tits on it. And I'm like, that's not really what I want. That's not really what I want. I've thought about doing my own designs on some stuff. Like actual, like Major Arcana dioramas based off of the Rider-Waite-Smith art. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, I don't know how to use these Angel decks. I just figured I'd show them off because they're cool. So your former employee is looking forward to be your boss tomorrow. So, Mikey, thank you for bringing that up. Her and I are still trying to figure out how to navigate each other. Because, like, you know, we get along great. Like, there's nothing between her and I. And while I'm talking here, I'm going to fix my wife's earrings for her. You know, her and I got no bad blood. You know, like, nothing weird. Grackle, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? She like, I'm being really cautious. I want her to feel comfortable. Okay, I just set this thing down and now it's oh, there it is. Oh my god, how did it end up over there? I'm being like really cautious because I want her to feel like she has actually purchased something. I want her to take ownership of it. And I don't want to be the thing that stops that from happening for her. You know, it's a delicate oh shit, that's a lot. It's a delicate relationship. That, you know, there's friendship and like a kinship there between her and I. We've worked together for so long that you know, we both realize that we want the best for each other. But yeah, it is intense. All right, check that out. Fix that earring. So yeah, I think she's excited, and you know, like, we still have to do things like hand over bank accounts and things like that. There just wasn't enough time to set it all up, and so I didn't want to be one to like be like, things have to be done a certain way, otherwise I'm not gonna be bought out of this business. I wanted to make it nice and easy and straightforward, and I didn't want to be I didn't want to be an obstructionist dick. I wanted things to be peaceful for the transition, and just told everybody, like, don't worry about it, don't stress about it, we are going to make it through this. So this week will be the like getting things cleaned up so they can just 100% take over, getting the bookwork finalized, all that stuff is now officially closed. Interesting. Was this a company that you started on your own? And the old Mage Ascension decks, the Matt Wagner deck from his the guy with the lightsaber, or is it the World of Darkness stuff? Because I don't ever remember that there was Mage and there's Mage. Dude, Sinister Grackle, it feels so good knowing that it's in her and Andy's hands. They're gonna be great together. They get along swimmingly. So, yeah, it's awesome. It is something that I am. White Wolf. Okay, so that is the Vampire the Masquerade stuff. Okay, because I know for Mage, I can't remember the Matt Wagner thing. It had a name like The Ascension or something, and I can't remember what it was, but it was a good comic, pretty cool. Speaking of White Wolf, I just got the 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Not White Wolf at all, but it is essentially a solo RPG based off of. You sold it on eBay for $75. Well, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a scary card to get. Nobody wants that one. Oh yeah, no, I think that makes sense. What's up, Salt and Sassy? How you doing today? Welcome to the party. So, okay. How many of you want tarot card readings today? Mikey already said he wanted one. Nate already said he wanted one. Salt and Sassy, are you here for the tarot card readings? I know this because everybody's in my Patreon. Here's my way to plug the Patreon early. Plug it early, plug it often. Going forward, like, I have zero source of income. So I'm starting to find ways to, like, monetize this a little bit better. What's up, Painted Moose? All right, sounds good, bud. got home from holiday, thought tomorrow was a bank holiday, and realized this is in Scotland. I feel you. I feel you. See, there will be a season 2 of the Murder Basement. So the things that I've been going through, not only am I been thinking a lot about my future, because like I can't make a living off of reading tarot cards and streaming for people. Daniel, I'll definitely get you on the queue for doing them. What I am asking for tarot card readings is to be subbed to either Twitch or YouTube at the $5 level to throw down to help the channel. At the end of the month, I'm like, I have zero income. And so I am trying to build some excitement around the channel, come up with a little bit of supplemental income, because like I got Kickstarters I got to pay for and things of that nature, and I don't yet have a job lined up. So if you would do that so sweetly, or if you already are, just let me know what that in like a whisper or a chat or something, because I don't know everybody's screen names versus the Patreon names. What I am offering for Patreon people, if they want to do that, is if you want to do it in private, so like if you feel uncomfortable having this done in public, we can do it in private, and that's fine, you know, that way, you know, that's cool. Craig, dude, you didn't need to do that, but thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. You already are backing me on the Patreon, but I thank you. I appreciate that. That really means a lot. And I'll hit you up afterwards and we'll do this. So okay, Mikey, you are first, my friend. What do you want to focus on today? Do you have something, or do you just want a general reading? Do you want like what's your what you want? What's going on? It's so weird that member didn't pop up an alert. I'm telling you, if they messed up all my settings, I'm gonna be frustrated. When I opened it up, my face cam was like a little tiny sliver in the middle. I was like, oh great, this is gonna be a shit show today. Here's some of my coding homework. I will also use it as my list for who's on the queue. So we got Mikey first. God, my handwriting sucks. Got Nate second. And we got Salt and Sassy. You got Dan. Dan is maybe. If he's done the things. If not, no worries. I think what I'm gonna do for like people who haven't subbed, I think I'm gonna do like a 1-card pool and just be like, here's a meditation or something. I don't know. I don't want to leave anybody hanging right now. Lots of changes, moving teams tomorrow, new colleagues, new projects. Okay, all right, I can work with that. Let's take a look at that. And Greg, I'm putting you in an after stream. After. Okay, let's see here. Got a cut. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at that. We got a 5 of Wands. It's pretty intense. It's a good card. It's not necessarily a hard card, but you know, 5 of Wands is fire. It's something that is more like intense, emotionally charged. These people are they are either training or they're celebrating. It's kind of hard to tell. They look like it, whatever they're doing. They're kind of in like it's intense and they're doing it together. So you can look at this as like a fight, like a practice fight, or something of celebration. I kind of look at it as both. Like I revel in practicing with friends, even though there is like a conflict happening here. I think that it's something that can be built. The devil. This is a really interesting one. The devil being a lot of people look at this major arcana card kind of in a negative light. I look at it in something that is more akin to like how my life is all the time. It is about a mosh pit. Mikey, that is a great way to look at it. The devil is represented by Baphomet with his two people in chains. But as you can tell, the chains aren't on them very tight. They're actually very loose around their necks. So it's all about kind of like control and addiction and the things that you are into. It can be good or bad. Sometimes we look at like our first card and the conflicts, and maybe you're addicted to conflicts. Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you whatever you do, it's all kind of like pivoted around this card, and it kind of represents like the Slaaneshi vibe of the humankind. I really resonate with this card because everything I do kind of comes back to this. But here it is. Check this out. 2 major arcanas. That's really, really fantastic. And the Chariot. This is like a really positive vibe. Because this is movement. This is, moving in the right direction. So, if you're changing work, new colleagues, new teams, you are going to have like a mixture of all these things. Sometimes the addictive part of our personalities gets in the way of new relationships. Sometimes we are addicted to the new relationship. So like, it is kind of a card to like make sure that you're keeping yourself in check while you're making this transition. But ending with the Chariot is kind of like a positive. It means that like this move was good. Like this move was necessary. So I would look at it as being like, while there are conflicts and things that can come up, like you can revel in them and have a great time with them. They could also be something that pins you down and preys on your most vulnerable parts. So like just watch these relationships moving forward. But I would say it's generally a really positive reading. So like I would be really excited. Come at it with open arms. I think that you will really benefit from it. So Mikey, that's my reading. Thank you so much for all the support in the Patreons and just hanging out and being a friend. I love it. Make sure you're in the Discord more. So to tell everybody, like, just do the Discord more because it's I love keeping up with everybody as they go, and I know like it's hard to navigate a bunch of oh dude, we're always on the Rider-Waite deck. Mr. D Pounds, how you doing, DJ? Long time no see. You know I love this deck. I've got some other ones though. Cheers, Mikey. Nate, are you still around? You ready for yours? You're ready. The droid is ready. Excellent. Do you have anything that you'd like to focus on today, or do you want just kind of a general reading? Dude, DJ, better than I was. I love this deck. You missed it last Sunday. I did a solo RPG called The Wretched, and it's played with a deck of cards and a Jenga tower, and it's all about like what happened on the Nostromo after the alien was ejected, but for some reason you couldn't go into cryostasis and you just had to live with an alien on the outside of the hull of the ship. Fucking great time. Fucking great time. General reading. See, I do not resonate with the Celtic Cross stuff. I have tried it so many times and I just look at it and I'm like, this is fucking silly. I can't fucking figure this out. Gets mad Carl Havoc vibes. Lay it out and I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be around anymore. Dude, it was so much fun. It's got me like, I got a couple other ones that I'm really excited to do, and and I ordered some new ones too, with I got some Twitch money last month for the first time in like 6 months. I got paid out by Twitch, and I was like, I'm gonna buy some more. So I got like a 1000-Year Vampire, which I probably will not do on stream because it's more of a journaling thing. I think it's going to be one that I'll probably play over the course of maybe a year or so. I don't know. We'll see what goes into it when I start it. Okay. All right, Nate, my man. General reading. Ooh. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Doing bar readings got you free drinks for a summer in North Carolina. I believe it. Celtic Cross is like a you lay out the cards in a like a plus sign, and then you have like 3 cards on the edge, or maybe 4 cards on the edge. And each place signifies a thing in life. It is too rigid. Like, this is what this card's about. This is what this card's about. And generally you end up at the same spot with my 3-card reading. But like, I cut out all the bullshit and like the things that make it seem like this is like a divine thing. Like this tool of divination, it was printed in fucking China. There are millions of them. The only magic power here is the connection between you and me, and you know, maybe giving you guys some like extra things to think about, some meditations. It is for fun. Anybody who thinks that there is weight and gravity in these, like, I feel bad for them, because it isn't that. I've had some really impactful things happen because of the cards, but the cards, they do not rule our lives. Knight of Pentacles is nice. Anytime you get a court card, it's a good way to kind of show that like you're on like a path about something. Pentacles are all about money and finances, so like it's not the page, which is like just figuring it out. The knight is like tested and learned and has a goal to move through. It may not be the king or the queen, but you know, as it goes, I think the knight's really good because the knight is full of action and intent. So I always like this. I think that for something financially, it's a pretty good way to show that like action is happening. Aw, we've got the 6 of the 6 of Cups. I don't often see this card. This has got such great artwork because like it looks like a fully grown woman is really small, and it looks like a tiny child is really large, and they're handing these like pots of flowers to each other. The 6, the cups are all about emotions. It's a water-based my brain just shut off, sorry. It's a water-based element, and so that's why you see a lot of growth going on in it. And I think that the 6 of Cups is kind of about like communion and sharing. Meditating on the cards and the forms it gives you is a way of thinking of your life. You bring all the relevance to the reading. DJ, you fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it. That is like key. Mine this morning, whew, ooh, it was zesty. That was a zesty reading. A lot to think about. Okay. Oh, check that out. Back to the monies. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It starts off financially driven. You got a movement. You know, and actually, like, I know a little bit about your career and being a headhunter. There, you interact with people very differently. And I know that as you start to recruit people for your job, like, it goes into like a garden. You have made something that will come to fruition over time. And so there's something about like the path of communion and actually knowing the things that you do and interacting with people that will get you to a fully the fruits of your labor will manifest. And so I think that like this is really good, and because you've always been so kind and so caring and compassionate. I think that those aspects come off here in the middle of the card, and I think it kind of shows that like with direct thought and that sort of interaction with humans, you will always end up in the fruitful place with your job. And now I would encourage you to keep going with that and keep being that, because yeah, I've always enjoyed our talks, and I'm glad that you are in a human facing environment. So I would say this is again a very positive thing. You're on the right track. Just remember, it's all about the people and the kind of collaboration that you bring there, and you will always end up in the place where you need to be financially. That is the reading. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nate. It's always great to see you. Okay, yeah, I'm putting them in the right. I thought I was doing it wrong there for a second. Yes. Feels good to be back in the saddle. I haven't done this in a while, just for myself, and tell ya, it's like when I got really depressed last year and through this year. I basically spent the last like 8 to 10 months of my life depressed. And as soon as I stopped doing tarot readings, like, it lightened up some emotional aspect for me to understand where I'm at. And I've been through a lot of shit this year, and I ignored a lot of signs, to the point where like my health took a huge fucking spill, and now like I am uprooting my financial future for hopes of a better one. And so I've started using the cards again as a my brain just shut off, as a meditation tool to kind of help me guide through it, as well as serious therapy, counseling. That's been really good. And just getting outside and enjoying this beautiful city I live in. St. Louis is like, I think the people that live in it don't go out and see it, and don't see the people in it, don't see the smiles. And we get kind of jaded about it. We have some of the best food in the country. We have some of the coolest parks in the country. We got a great zoo. We've got great sculptures. We got great art, and it's all at our fingertips. And I've just realized that I'm in the right spot. I hate when I get my cards mixed up. I hate inverted cards. I think it's bullshit. Inverted cards are bullshit. You're interviewing for a promotion this week. Dude, fucking congratulations. I totally missed that. That's awesome. Good luck with that, man. Remember, focus on that personal relationship. I think that's a real benefit. St. Louis Zoo is awesome. Dude, it's been a minute since I've gone too, and I really am excited to go again. Okay. Yep. Salt and Sassy, are you around? What's up, Latino? Hi, how you been, man? How am I going to get invested cards without it? I don't understand the question, buddy. Sorry. And oh, inverted cards. Sorry, lurking for a few of my sisters heading off. Right on. Well, hey, you let me know when you're ready, and we'll go with it. Inverted cards are bullshit, man. Oh, it means the bad thing or the worst thing. I fucking hate them. They're so dumb. Just learn how to shuffle your cards right. See, I think that they are. I think that they're a distraction from the thing that we could easily be interacting with each other on a deeper level. You have this thing that's now in the way. You're like, oh, this is worse. I don't think anything's worse. I don't think I think that if we're using the archetypes that the cards use to say that, like, oh, and this card, because I shuffled it wrong, means that you're going to be going to a financial destruction, is like, nah, it just doesn't work for me. I'm a positive guy. I'm an uplifting guy. I want people to walk away from a reading, even if it is a spicy one. I want them to feel fucking empowered. I want them to have something to, like, chew on. And just because, like, an inverted card gets in the way of that, I'm just not into it. Latino Hot is working on a paint scheme for sisters that is easy and looks good. Excellent. Are you using, like, a metallic paint? See, that's different. Over smash. That is funny. I like that a lot. So what are Australians supposed to do with the inverted cards? Whoa! Hope that they don't go around the drain the other direction. Yeah, I think the different perspective is a fair thought. You know, and I'm fine with that. I just have to think about it. Well, Dan, are you still around? I don't know if you are subbed to anything or part of the Patreon. If you aren't wanting to do that, I'll do a one-card pull for you if you're still around and you want something for that. Getting back into it. Want to make everybody feel like they are part of it. Oprah Smash, what'd you think of that Black Markets each yesterday? I almost went and got Black Market after seeing that because I was like, God, I want that so bad. My wife was like, hey, you know, like let's think about something else. There's a lot of restaurants they haven't done, and I was like, I am kind of craving chicken. And she's like, let's try Grace Meats +3. Oh, it's the best. Nah, doing a purple wash, then dry brushing white to see how white armor with a purple shadows looks. That's a really interesting way to do it. I would probably encourage you to do like a blue as well. Just because sometimes purple can be really dark, unless if you do like a lighter purple, and that way, you know, like especially like a blue or a purple mixed with white can be a really great way to create shadow. The tower non-inverted. The tower non-inverted. Dude, you are so right about the fucking tower. The tower's just a bummer in general when it pops up. It feels really intense. Like Min-Max was like, you pulled the tower on me and my life was fucked up for 3 months. Man, DJ, get their bread pudding. I mean, like their chicken, their fried chicken's good. I think their chicken strips are like, I like that stuff a little bit better, just because it's easier to deal with. I had a chicken sandwich. Mel got the half chicken, mainly because I will eat the chicken today. And we got a bunch of sides. Their sides were all really good. Probably some of the best sides I've ever had. But the bread pudding, unbelievable. Unbelievable dessert. That was messed up how good it was. Mikey, I do like a good purple shadow too. I'm actually going to be doing a lot more purple shadow. I'm going to start going back into this one and adding more color and depth into the shadows. Do some more contouring. Right now it kind of looks a little bit Disney princessy, and I want it to be a little bit more mini painter-esque, because I'm going to enter this into a competition later on this year. So there you go. You know what, Latino, that's a great way to do it. Then the purple will always read warmer than the blue. You know, and as long as you're staying away from like gray tones and things like that, it'll read warmer. Dan, are you still out there? If you're not, I will move on. And Veritas, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm so glad that so many of our restaurants actually made it. I was really scared about that. Somebody keeps on text messaging me, and I have my phone right in my crotch, and it tickles my little coin purse. My wife just messaged a group chat with all of us. And she's just like, bye, love you. It was meant for me. That's what was going on. In Veritas, things are really good for me right now. Mentally, in a much better place than I've been in a while. I'm still like raw, very confused about the future. But I am excited for what is coming in my life. I am excited for... Where's my nippers? Oh, here it is. Dude, my desk and studio is all fucked up. But you know, the deal is done with me getting out of my business. So I'm, as of 12 o'clock on Friday night, I was no longer a small business owner. And so now I get to kind of focus about the rest of my life and what I want to do and where I want to go. It's kind of mal on the cloth. Yeah, cloth is hard, man. And actually, if you're wanting to keep that white like going, maybe that's where you use the sepia on the cloth instead of like a black, you know. Deep royal purple, but my buddy's pointing out that it's a lot of purple. Yeah, I love the deep royal purple look too, man. It's the shit. But yeah, it's a thing. Oh, my cat has started torturing the rats for kits. Oh no, poor rats. This guy's the pizza dragon. This, oh, that's an interesting idea. Violet with magenta. Yeah, actually, I really like that idea. Man, if you went into like a pink tone for the shadows on the cloth, that would be interesting. Oh, dude. Nate, the fucking missionary of mini painting right now. Bring them into the fold. Bring them into the fold. I'm starting to realize besides like Conquest, because I actually like the game a lot. Yes, Purple Tartan. Fucking Hootie Hoots, always about the tartan. Always about the tartan. I realize that my fun in this hobby is, like, I love gaming. I think games like Judgment and Warhammer Underworlds are like smaller games are way more my thing. I love RPGs. I would rather be doing that all the time. Oh man, Latino Hunt, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm very excited too. I've already started looking at learning how to code and things like that. I've got some dreams. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, drilling holes into minis and swapping hands. Holy shit, that's intense. So yeah, I realized that my love of this hobby is not so much the Warhammer 40K group. Like, it is a ubiquitous part of this hobby, and you almost can't get by without it a little bit. But I'm starting to realize that for me, my love of it really comes from this building a model, picking a fucking badass model and painting it up and having fun with it and hanging out and chatting with you guys. I don't really want to do armies the same way anymore. I don't want to spend all my time interviewing people that all they do is Warhammer content, because it's fucking boring to me. I'm just gonna be like really honest. Like, I am bored with Games Workshop and fucking talking about it all the time. There's so much other cool shit happening. Everybody should, like, embrace the fact that we have hundreds of mini makers and, like, cool things for, like, painting and collecting, and, like, that should be the conversation that we're having. Instead, we're focusing on a fucking corporation doesn't care about us except for when we buy stuff from them. You know, so it's like I'm tired of being mad at Games Workshop, and I'm also tired of talking about it. So, for my future, I will probably just avoid most of that stuff. I'm not going to do like Warhammer based content. I am going to do content that I like. I want to start talking to musicians about their things, like their acting. I want everything to be people, like, I find excitement in learning about how people have made their own hobbies be something that they love and that they've grown with, and that they've, like, been you know, they've made their own career out of it. That's the shit I want. I want to talk to Miniac because he has made his life doing the thing that he's passionate about, not because he paints fucking Warhammer models. You know, and he's taken these huge risks that I'm just like, fuck yeah, I love this. This makes me so happy. I don't want to take part in the, like, everybody shit on GW, everybody yell and be mad about it, because, like, GW is gonna do what GW does. Like, and if you haven't figured that out by now, like, I feel bad for you. For me, I love the fact that there's so much cool shit happening in this industry with all these people. I love that I have a little tiny dragon with a fucking pizza. This makes me happier than anything that GW's done. Why aren't we talking about this stuff? The things that make me smile. You know, like, I have all those cats. Cats make me so goddamn happy. I got Gundams. I love that shit. Don't want to be an outrage channel. I'm outraged all the time. I just don't want to do it anymore. So I want to do more positive, fun content. Pizza Dragon is a compelling argument. Been saying that for so long, it annoys the hell of me that everyone at my local game store only plays GW shit rules, and they do not make the best models. Yeah, man, Hootie Hoo, I feel ya, dude. I fucking feel ya. Oop. Another something in here. Mikey, it's just going to take time, buddy, getting your confidence back. Working on Bust can be really fun. It can also be extremely heartbreaking as you want it to do something that you may not be at the skill level yet. But just know you can get it to a certain point, set it aside, and come back to it. Like, just because you might feel that you're done with it now doesn't mean it can't ever be readjusted. Got some cool... Oh, shit. That's gone. Mikey, you're a dick on the 30k fluff. I dig on 30k. I think 30k is really cool. I don't know how the game goes, and I'm fucking not paying for the models. But I love the Horus Heresy stuff. I mean, like, I'm not super into the way that the book release schedule goes. Oh my god, how did he get that far down there? Salt and Sassy, you still don't have your bones yet? Should be soon. Although I thought that maybe there was something in the UK that slowed it all down. Let's know how was that a guild ball? Which I get, but like, also, oh yeah, you'll get it soon, Salt and Sassy. Latino Hot, I feel bad. That one hurt. That one definitely hurt. I don't know what's going on here. What am I looking at? Oh, it's a weapon rack. Okay. Just all the weapons are real. Joshua in $20. Dude, Josh, did you just give me $20? What the fuck just happened there? Thoughts on the Thoth Terra, Thelemic Terra stuff in general. But aside, curious if you have any thoughts on the matter. Dude, now hold on 1 second. We gotta check something. Now, I don't own a Thoth deck. If that's what happened, dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's fucking makes my heart smile. I don't even have any of my... I'm not getting any alerts for some reason. Which is driving me crazy. There it goes. Okay, yeah, okay. It finally happened. Alright. Yay! Alright. I just had to click on it again. Josh, dude, thank you so much. Let's talk Thoth deck for a second. Or Thought deck. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. I had a really kind of skewed relationship with that deck because Aleister Crowley's kind of a madman. And I used to think that Aleister Crowley was, at a certain point, he became like a sexual predator and someone who had like pedophilia in his history, you know, like young boys and shit. He was gay, but like he wasn't a pedophile. What he did do is he created environments where kids got hurt because he truly did not care about kids. He truly did not care about other human beings unless if they were a stepping stone to his piece of power. He might have been a full-on misanthrope if he didn't enjoy the good parts of life so much. So this right here is the closest thing I have to the Thoth deck or the Thought deck. This is as a Thoth Tarot, which is a hybrid built on the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth deck. I've owned two decks that were kind of like a combo. One of them was an insane deck that a friend gave to me that had like race cars and CDs and had some really beautiful cards, but I didn't resonate at all with the deck. So like the things that they do here is, you know, they combine, you know, the Kabbalic symbols and and the the card titles of the Thoth stuff. But which actually kind of helps navigate it, because like the Thoth stuff actually wasn't that far off from the Rider-Waite meaning. But it was kind of based a little bit more around numerology. Some of the cards had really dramatic differences. So I personally have never owned the Thoth deck. I probably should at this point, especially now that my feelings towards Aleister Crowley have shifted. Thanks to last podcast on the left for doing like a huge deep dive on him, because like I personally did not resonate with him at all, even though like as far as the Magic of Thelema goes, I actually quite that like resonates with me deeply. I think he's a madman and half the time totally full of shit, but I think all of them are. So like I can't look at him as like some spiritual guru, especially since like half of his life was spent getting fucked up just so he could like fuck and do more drugs. Like I don't know, like it's hard to celebrate a life that is the things that I have like addiction problems with. It's hard to celebrate it as completely as other people do. But he gave us a lot, and he kept us afraid and kept some of us really inspired. So I gotta give it up now where it's where it's due. So that's kind of my thoughts on the Thoth deck. I should probably buy it so I can get into it. I think actually, let me grab something real quick. This is probably the other closest thing I have to a Thoth deck. I have the Mariel Tarot. I don't resonate with this deck at all. I find it really cool. It's very beautiful. The art is gorgeous in it, but I don't get it. Its artwork is amazing, but I don't instantly look at this and go, "Oh, I know what this is about." Like Five of Cups, I don't know what that's about. There's a unicorn that looks like it is turning into an onion. I don't get it. So it's a little hard for me to get into this deck, but this deck is very much inspired by the Thoth sort of idea. With all my occult esoterica, it's true. I love this stuff. Maybe I don't use it as like my meditation device, but I don't blame someone who does. So I love it. I love stuff like that. Mikey, I started my Dwarf Pride bust a few months before Pride and still haven't finished the skin. Mikey, it's the way it goes, man. You just gotta like push on through. Do I have any experience with the Deviant Moon Tarot? I don't, but I do love the artwork. I need to pick it up. The quality, don't listen to anybody about the quality. Who gives a shit? They're fucking $20 deck. Just have fun with them. Quality is never what anybody wants them to be. And I can tell you right now, from the quality decks that I have, they are harder to shuffle. They get bent more because they're harder to shuffle. Don't listen to tarot people. They suck. They're annoying. Like they just don't want you to have any fun, and that's the thing that I can't abide by. Life is fun. Get into it. Have fun with it. So that, Josh, to summarize that, I appreciate what Crowley did, and I need to give him a second chance now. Last podcast on the left, You've read about peeling edges. Yeah, I should show you my $80 deck. That's one of the highest like quality decks, and it has peeling edges. They all get peeling edges. It depends on how much you use them. It's paper. The only, like, truly, the only deck here. Let me grab the other deck that I have here. The only deck that won't do that is this one, because it's made out of fucking recycled plastic. But you know what will happen with this? The gold leaf will eventually wear off. So, like, it happens. Nothing in this world is permanent besides death and taxes. So you just gotta get what you like, have fun with it. Josh, I will take that, like, $20 as like a goal to, like, push for the Thoth and understanding it, and maybe someday you and I can do a thing where we talk more about it in depth, because I don't know if you're into it or not, or if you're just asking for it. Either way is fine. But since you donated to the channel, I'm gonna call it invested, because donated makes it sound like I'm a nonprofit, and I'm not. I think he was on some really on to some stuff. At the very least, he laid a lot of groundwork for people in the Genesis portion, period, Carol. Yeah, okay, you know, I totally would agree with that. And I think the things that are going to get in the way of the work are the human aspects of stuff. You know, that's just like, we're a disappointing lot. That's just the way it is. And so, like, I always encourage people that, like, if you like somebody, like them with a grain of salt, because they'll eventually disappoint you, right? Why is it that people who are into a thing are the most uppity? Dude, that's the way it goes. It's absolutely the way it goes. Josh, what would you like for your reading to be focused on today? Would you like a just general reading? Do you have something going on that you want to focus on? I super appreciate the support, man. That is really fucking cool of you. Thank you so much. Is it possible to use a deck of regular playing cards as tarot cards? Sinister Oracle? It is. It is. And there are some things out there, and I have them. They are not at a place where I can get to them easily right now, as they're all packed away. There are cartomancy decks that have, like, imagery on them. There are just, like, numerology things that you can go and pull a couple cards, because they all, like, regular deck of cards was based off of a tarot deck of cards, like the Marseille deck, the Pip deck. It's just a regular deck of cards. I actually have a Pip deck really close that I can pull and show you. But Josh, you let me know. Regular reading, something more specific. Either way, this next one's for you, bud. Catabasis mode, man. I think you're talking about stuff that I don't even understand. So, like, I'll have to do some research on that. I am a fair weather occultist, because I am an atheist. I don't believe in, like, spirits and like, I think that there's something that, like, connects us all. I do believe in, like, a source of energy that, like, we can all feel and thrive off of each other, but I don't buy into the idea of, like, manifesting it to do things. And I believe in, like, power of suggestion and, like, and one's will, and like, manifesting your destiny by, like, vision, empowerment sort of things like that I get into pretty completely, because I think that it's something in my life that I have over and over done. But man, when it comes into, like, the specifics, like catabasis, I don't know what that is, but now I'm very interested. So but a general reading is coming your way, man. I appreciate the support. Ah. Branch Davidian these days. You need it in your life, believe me, Heathcliff. Billy Sunshine. Yikes. Yikes. How you doing today, Tukis? Seven of Wands. This is a full-on conflict. There's a person defending themselves from other sticks. You know, they have the high ground though. So this is a person that is well prepared, but they don't have any armor. They could be in danger. So I would oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze and I'm very sorry. Or maybe not. It's gonna be one of those that drives me crazy. Yeah, just tools for mental introspection for fun for sure. Dude, Josh, thanks for joining today. I'm glad that you're here. That's right where I am. Oh, hey, check that out. We got our community card again. We got you know, the grown tiny woman and the tiny large child handing off cards again, or handing off cups again in the Six of Cups. So conflict and community. Mini Gamer J reporting in. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? We're doing tarot cards and building models. That's what we're doing today. The Ace of Swords. Interesting. Very interesting. You got a lot of conflict and movement happening here, which is, you know, like fire, water, and wind. They all kind of like swirl around each other. Finished your first game of Age of Sigmar. Congratulations. I hope it went well, man. I hope you felt that it was well worth your time and investment. So I think what I would look at this as being is something of like a meditation on like maybe like being guarded and maybe being like too quick to action sort of thing. Because these are both kind of like, I am protecting myself, but I am getting ready to be on the offensive. You know, it's kind of like the, you know, the arm comes in with the sword on a storm. So like there's a conflict involved with that. There's rough waters in the back. Well, that might be mountains. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's going on these cards. But in the middle, there's community and a transfer of energy happening here, and something that's very sweet and serene. So I would say that, like, don't be too quick to action, and or don't be too defensive. Like, focus on like your communal aspect. Not saying that you can't do these things, but like these are really good things to remember. The giving aspect of life. And it can make, when you are ready to use these things, that you have more people on your side, that you have more people, so you're not alone here. And so when you do make your action, it works a little bit better and smoother. I love this card. It's really resonating a lot with me today, and it makes me very happy. So there's something about this that I find very sweet. My cup overfloweth of community action. So there you go, Josh. Thank you so much for the support of the channel. Join the Discord if you aren't already in it. We talk tarot there sometimes. I'm about the only one who talks tarot there. I'm sure it'll be happening more. Let me get you a link for that, because I don't think any of the stuff on YouTube works, which really drives me crazy. God, I got shit everywhere. My studio is a total wreck right now. And anybody on Twitch, you can hit ! Discord and you'll get a link. That thing, get the Discord up. Got it. Right, people. Copy. All right, Josh, there's the link. Get on that. Come hang out in the murder basement. We'll have fun. Talk about movies, video games, music, tarot and spirituality. There's a ton of other great streamers in there. It's a good time. Hell yeah, I'm stoked. Right on. I'm glad you found us today. Is this your first time checking us out? First time like here, or have you been one of my my fan favorite lurkers? Which I dig the fuck out of lurkers. I think that you guys keep these things moving, even though we don't know and talk to you, or maybe you're going by a different name somewhere else, and I don't know. But either way, hey man, thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. It's always hard as like, that's why I've gone with no pseudonyms anymore, because I just want people to know it's me. I'm just like, it's just me. It's my name. Dude, they've been kicking down on a lot of OSR stuff today, so I think the algorithm did you right. Dude, that's awesome. Man, I wish I had all my OSR stuff out. Like, I've got so much stuff, so much weird Kickstarter stuff, so much Morgborg stuff, and it's all kind of packed away at the moment. I am, this has been a rough transition period for me. I thrilled to be into the idea of you know, being able to do more with my stream, do more music, do some more tarot, paint more. I can't even comfortably paint in here right now, so we're just building models and having a good time. Nate, your name is not too common. What are you talking about? I only know one Nate Arnold on the on the face of the planet. My screen names have became many and varied. I do like that, though. There it is. The algorithm works. Don't tell Google. You were just down in STL, rode your bike down there. Dude, you rode your bike from Chicago to St. Louis? Are you fucking serious? How was that? Slept all day in a hotel. There's 5 other Nate Arnolds in your city all alone? Holy shit, that's crazy, man. It was a painful ride. Dude, I bet. That's a lot. It's a lot. I just got myself a one-wheel electric skateboard because, like, I'm too fucking old to be, like, skateboarding, and, you know, as much as I would like to ride bikes in this town, I just wanted to skateboard again. And so I've been going on long skateboard rides. That's been really nice, doing 10, 15 miles on them. And, like, just because you're not pumping doesn't mean that it's not a workout. It's a lot of balance and a lot of positioning. It's not a passive hobby, but and I have wiped out, and that sucks. Oh, I bet. Billy Sunshine has a YouTube channel that you can follow with some of his old music projects, and also like streams of him riding bike through Chicago. And you've never, I mean, I've never seen people bike through traffic like that up close. It's pretty wild. I need to start motorbike lessons again. Man, I've been thinking a lot about motorbikes and stuff of that nature. Just because I think it's a good thing. And I'm all about, like, personal electronic vehicles right now, going the distance and getting to work not drenched in sweat. Although when it's 100 degrees out, there is no way you are not getting drenched in sweat. That is a big time commitment. I am glad that they do that though, because like bikers here, they don't have near the fucking training that they should. Not like I've seen some people do some dumbass shit. You're like, ooh, that guy wasn't like a stunt rider. That was just the guy not knowing what the fuck they were doing. The cool thing about the riding one wheel in St. Louis is like all of the stunt riders have them, because like you can't always be popping wheelies on the fucking freeway. You know, cops are pulling you over all the time. It sucks, but you can always ride a fucking one wheel, and people love it. Like they are into it, and like I've gone out on several rides with them, and they're like crushing it. It's so much fun to see them jump off stuff and have like, and they don't care. Not everybody has to be on one wheels. If you're on a bike, if you're on a skateboard, as long as you can keep up, they are perfectly happy to have you there. And that's I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh boy. Oh yeah. Nice little armor stand there. This is all like weapon rack stuff. Which is pretty cool. This is what I dropped earlier, whoever was asking that. I don't remember anymore. All I know is I picked it up with my toe. It kind of grosses me out. So TV talk. Who all here has HBO Max? My hope is a lot of you. You have HBO Max? There's a new documentary on there called Music Box, I think is the name of the series. And the first one that they released was on Woodstock 99. So I highly recommend watching that as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, Billy, how long did that ride take, bud? It's a 6-hour car ride, but there's no way that you're getting 30 miles sustained on a bike down here, right? It would be awesome if you could. Maybe your bike is light enough and geared well enough that you could do it. 20 hours. Saddle on Strava. Man. I just downloaded Strava. That's intense, dude. 20 hours. Well, I'm glad you made it. See, hooty hoo, Woodstock was in the 60s, but in 94 they brought it back, and it went so well they decided to do it again, and then that went, so for like 24 was the 94 was the 25-year anniversary. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, 94 was a good one. Everybody made money. That is quite the floppy. Okay, alright. We'll make this work. 165 miles. Damn. Sinister Grackle, did you go to Woodstock 99? Were you there? So I was, Woodstock 99, I would have been 15. And I remember watching that shit on my girlfriend's MTV. Wow. Is it as bad as everybody said? It's 24. Oh, you were prime Woodstock age. It's a massive clusterfuck. Oh, I bet. It looked like hell. Grandpa Grackle's recount of Woodstock 99. It's 15 and 99 as well. Yeah. Wow. Dude, I bet, like, I mean, that was like peak moot culture too, you know, like there was a thing that MTV was doing at the time. There's a documentary I think Newsweek did on it, or PBS NewsHour or something, or one of those PBS shows about how MTV made Limp Bizkit like the biggest thing on the planet, and how it totally fucking backfired because like it made an environment where like, you know, you kind of had monsters as like their audience. You blame Fred Durst. Man, I blame like a lot of shit. You got to remember, like at the time we were dealing, I mean, Fred Durst was like kind of actively responsible for a lot of what happened there. But like at the time we were everyone was freaked out because of you know, Y2K. You had Clinton like treating, you know, throwing away fucking Monica Lewinsky. She a fucking liar. I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You know? Yeah, you did. And, you know, that's like one of those things that you're just like, I tell my wife about it. She's 10 years older, so she's square Generation X. And I was like, my fucking high school mantra was party like a rock star and fuck like a porn star. Like, we did shitty stuff to each other. And women were fairly throwaway. And even though, like, I wasn't like that, like, a lot of guys were. Girls Gone Wild was, like, your late night commercials. And I know it's like hard to, you know, blame all of these things, you know, but like we were in like a really toxic culture, kind of not unlike what we are now. Like we are not in a good place as a society, specifically here in the United States. I can't speak to any other place, but I've seen some things. There are a lot of people on this planet that shouldn't. Man, Girls Gone Wild, right? When was the last time you thought about that shit? I had all the Girls Gone Wild tapes because everybody just like gave me their old porn for some reason, and I was just like, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Which is kind of gross when you think about it. So I had this like eclectic collection of all my friends' weird fetishes. I'm kind of more of the voyeur of the group anyway. Like, yeah, fucking Stern. Yeah, man. That's like Howard Stern. He may have entertained us, but he also like emboldened an entire generation of really toxic males. And you know, now we have fucking, you know, what's his dick? Joe Rogan, you know, like and Joe Rogan himself isn't super toxic, but he doesn't tell people who are being toxic to fucking knock it off, and it conform or be ridiculed. Dude, Mikey, you're right. Lol, not the porn. Oh no. Subdivision lyrics in real life, right? You know, and then it led rise to people like fucking Gavin McInnes, who, you know, like, that motherfucker is toxic as hell. And he started off being not a shitty guy, but like, the fame got to him, and he's done and said some shit that you're just like, this is fucking awful. And you know, like, all of that was like remnants of the 90s fucking rage, the age of aggression. You know, like, I remember trying to like think of a band name for like our third band, and it was like Age of Aggression, and like, that's a little too on the nose. And I was like, yeah, but like, that's kind of what it is. I mean, it just leaves really like unhealthy environments. Rogan is a charismatic idiot. I don't think he's necessarily an idiot. I actually think he's pretty I think he's more intelligent than we give him credit for. That's for sure. But it definitely feels weird, man. It just feels weird. Like, what do you do? Like, our country's so broken and divided right now, and like, all I want is for us to get along again. I'm tired of being mad. Guys, I said it earlier, and it's not just about Warhammer. I'm fucking tired of being mad. I'm tired of spending my life being mad and disappointed. It's really unhealthy. I would rather focus on the good things in life. I'd rather focus on people that make me happy and smile. Pizza dragons and watching kids playing fucking fountains with their family. You know, like, I don't know, man. I'm on a different trip, spiritually speaking. Ooh, this is good. Rogan doesn't want to alienate any of his audience, and you guys are so afraid of being canceled or accused of canceling others. Yeah, dude, it is a weird world, you know, and like, you know, cancel culture is a thing, and for good reason most of the time, but also like totally not in others. Like, it's just like people are addicted to being mad at everybody, so like they don't actually get to like see the nuance of the argument. People are getting in trouble for shit that they realize that they did wrong and that they've apologized for 1,000,000 times, you know? It's the teachings of David Koresh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Billy Sunshine, it's time to burn it down. Look at these little fucking goblin things. They're awesome. They're awesome. To a degree, you've oh, and I'm sure you have. I mean, I think that it's just kind of part of it, and I think it's part of being a society right now, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately, I think that like cancel culture started for good reason, and I think there's people who really needed to be shut the fuck down. Fucking Weinstein, like, you know, Billy or Epstein, whatever the fuck his first name was. Is it Billy Epstein? David Epstein? I don't actually remember right now. My brain is that fried. I got streamer brain. Yeah, that shit needed to go. The sexual abuse of women in business, yeah, you know, racist shit, it needed to go. But also, like, a lot of people realized that they did wrong and apologized for it years ago, and then old shit gets brought up, and, you know, like, you know, prime example, what's her name? My brain just shut off again. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I can't remember her name right now, but you all know who I'm talking about. She's from St. Louis. Everybody was pissed about her being in the Veiled Prophet Ball. Veiled propofol is fucked up, and everybody should be disgusted by it. Yes, absolutely. Allie Kemper. There it is. No, not Allie. Kemper. Last name's Kemper. Not Allie, though. That's not right. Fuck, now I can't remember. I think there are ways to push past the negativity if you're very disciplined in what media you let yourself consume. Minigamer J, I think that is a great, insightful statement, and I think that is some fucking Jedi shit that like I subscribe to, but you have to be fucking disciplined in how you interact with it, because you know I have friends that are like they're on the right side of the argument, you know, but they're addicted to finding the next thing to be pissed about. Like they're addicted to it, and it makes them like not fun to be around, because like everything is just not it's too much effort, you know. You've chilled out quite a bit there, Tukes. You've been on a journey. You've been some places. You've seen some shit. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, dude, I have muted a lot of friends because, like, I mean, like one of my my first guy who did tattoos for me here in St. Louis, like him and I should get along. The dude has the word Nintendo's tattooed on his knuckles, but he is like a miserable person to be around, and his internet presence has made me just like run the opposite direction. I was like, I don't want to fucking deal with this guy anymore, and it's too bad because he's really talented. He does great work, dude. Quitting the booze changed my fucking life too, dude. Like it, I look at things now and I fucking cry at like some of my interactions that I've had with other humans. I look at interactions that people have had with me that I thought was funny at the time, and I'm like, man, that was really fucked up actually. And the only reason I didn't kick their ass is because I was in this like state of being depressed about myself. And fuck that, I am not doing that shit anymore. Social media turns us in tribes and pits tribes against each other. Mikey, I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think it's just like social media. I think that social media amplifies that. Like, I think that you know, you can look at it in retirement communities where like people no longer want to be around other people that they aren't like. So that's why you have like all Indian you know, retirement communities, and they don't really want to deal with white people anymore. And you know, sometimes I can't say I blame them, to be completely fucking honest, but also like it's weird. It is a weird thing. I don't understand what's going on here. Let me look at this. Sometimes a little complaining and moaning is cathartic, but you have to keep it healthy. Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. You have to keep it healthy. You have to have like a fucking reason to do it too, you know. You just can't be that mad all the time. It's just not good. It's not good for you. Oh, there it is. That's how that goes. But yeah, I quit the booze. I don't even smoke pot anymore. Mainly because now I have to actually get a drug test. Like, and now, like, man, when I was hanging out with all the stunt racers, they're like passing blunts around. I'm like, fuck yeah, blunt, sweet. And I'm like, man, I might actually have to piss test soon. The first time I've ever had to piss test for anything in my entire life, besides life insurance, of which last time I fucking got a life insurance policy, I pissed dirty and they fucking wouldn't cover me. Shows you how long ago that was. My business partner was very disappointed. Doesn't want to deal with white people anymore. You felt that one before, dude. I to be fucking honest, I don't blame anybody for feeling that way. Like, And I get like these kind of community things. I personally want to embrace all of our differences, and I don't want to live in a world where we're all walled off from each other. But like, I can't blame people who have felt ridicule for years in the state wanting to do something that's just like peaceful for the rest of their life. I fucking get it. You skipped your last day of high school to take a piss just for a warehouse job. Dude, that's baller. We're naturally community oriented, which can create huge rifts. Social media, yeah, can feed that. Well, and just like, you know, social media allows you to say some shit that, like, you know, we've all thought horrible things. I know I have. I've said horrible things. I'm on my like global apology tour for some of the shit that I've said in my days. You know, like I get it. You know, the early 2000s were a place where like rage culture was there, and I took things too far. And I lived in a place that didn't have a whole lot of racial divide or inequality, so I didn't see it as like a thing that was real. I looked at it as something like a tourist would, you know? I was just kind of like going through it, and I was like, I don't understand what you guys are so pissed at. It shows you content that you know will wind you up. Yeah, it does. It does. Cool thing is, like, because I've muted all my people who are mad all the time, they're a really nice model, actually. I'm very excited for this one. You know, I think that we're in an interesting spot in this world that, like, we just have to choose to turn it off and stop fighting with our family members all the time. Not saying that you have to love your fucking family member, but like, just, you know, leave it alone. You know, that fucking fight will be there later on. Give yourself a break. This world is beautiful, and you can talk with anybody and find common ground. And we all just want to be happy and healthy. And I find that as long as you keep that in mind and keep people's focus, you know, you'll all get along. And then when there is a thing, you know, you see each other as humans, so you can then take the next step to like plant the seeds of compassion with people who may not have felt it. And it helps, man. Oh man, yeah, dude, I bet. I mean, it's the same shit here. I mean, I just found out I have friends that are like totally anti-vax, and they aren't really friends, they're acquaintances. And you guys all know how I feel about that shit. Oh, dude, I bet you've seen some racial stuff. I mean, Jersey is a cool place, but it is not the hotbed for enlightenment. The weird thing was the Latino Hispanic relationships out west in Oregon. Let's go galaxy brain here. We're in the cosmos. Because we had such a migrant worker force out west, I was always in school with Hispanic speaking people. And here's the fucking weird thing. Like, we should have, like, my brain just shut off, sorry. I should have learned Spanish. Like, I know enough when somebody's fucking cussing me out. You know, the bad Spanish. I know that. But, like, my kindergarten class was like 50-50 Spanish, 50-50 white. And we had a Spanish kindergarten teacher that worked in tandem with the main teacher. And then I didn't have any Hispanic kids for a while because I went to this like rural 2-room classroom. There was 40 kids that went to it, and they were all fucking hill folk like me. So it's just white people. Except for Vivian Flores. I remember that name because I love Vivian. Her mom was kind of a hippie and transient, so she didn't go to school very long for, you know. Click here if you love dogs. Click here if you're against cruelty to animals. Click here if you're against all Muslims in the general and think we should deport the Pakistanis. Yeah, it's all that shit, Mikey. By the time we were in high school, here's the fucked up thing. We had Hispanic people. They mainly played football, soccer. For them, it was football. A few of them played American football with us. We could not talk to each other. Like, we couldn't communicate, but we liked each other. And so, like, I had this weird skew of, like, we didn't have racial fights. We just kind of kept to ourselves because we just didn't understand each other. Like, we were way meaner to, like, the class thing between, like, these people have more money, these people don't. You know, like, if you were poor, like, the funny thing is, if you were poor in my community, we were all poor. There was very few people who actually had money. So it was just like the pile of rats and who's on top. You know? We were all fucking scrappy. So I feel fortunate that I grew up in a community that had lots of Hispanic people. But we just kind of like left each other alone. Like, I think that it's sad that we didn't get to know each other more, but I would rather leaving each other alone and kind of, you know, looking at each other from a distance than, you know, actively hating. And, like, I'm glad that that was never something that was fostered in me. Because I think if it would have been, if I was young, I was very impressionable. I thought I was a Republican, so I was like 20. It's because my parents were. And then I realized that I'm very much not a Republican. I mean, I got some libertarian-leaning tendencies, but, like, I ain't a Republican. I was, like, very pro-war until I got my, like, selective service card on my 18th birthday. And we were just talking about going to war with Iraq. I was very much... That changed my life pretty dramatically. It's Newton time. This feels great. So, all I can say is, like, if we're canceling people for shit that they've said back in the day, fucking I should be on that list, because I've said horrible shit. I think we all have. We all need to understand that we've all been the bad guy. And we need to look at the things that are, like, actually, actively, fuck that guy. Versus, like, they've learned things and they've grown and they've changed their ways. You don't have to keep on beating people up. Because that's how you fucking make lifelong enemies. Like, we should celebrate each other. Celebrate life. That's what I'm about. Just be positive. Just be the fucking change that we want to be in this world. Alright. Heath rant over. I think I heard my cat trying to get into the door. Hold on one second. Let me check him. Oh my god, right? Dude. And you know, the fucked up thing was, I never really had anything against gay people, but I sure used them as a punching bag. Right? Just because they're different. And I think that was extremely shitty of me. Oh my god, look at how bent that is. But I mean, those are the things that, like, you know, we have to think of ourselves about, see where we've grown. You were just kids, you didn't fucking know better. And I know we all like to say, well, yeah, but I did know better. I was like, yeah, but did you? Because if you knew better, you wouldn't be doing it. Bass is doing the wave. You were a terrible racist, but you grew up and you learned from great friends, and I look back now in disgust. It's a shameful thing. I got a lot of guilt. I had a rap band called White Heat, and it was all about being white N-words. And, like, we thought it was all right to say and do, and we said stupid fucking shit. And it's embarrassing. It's straight up embarrassing now. You're just like, God damn it. But, I mean, like, we were young. That was the era. I am glad that I stopped using gay to, you know, as a derogatory term. Like, that's gay. I'm glad that I stopped saying that shit a long time ago. Truthfully. It's a three-headed orc. This is badass. It's got a teddy bear and a fucking jug of booze. That's cool. And, you know, like, we just have to, like, be kind to ourselves for our younger self. Because you could spend the rest of your life beating yourself up over shit that you literally can't change it. All you can do now is, like, make sure that you don't become that person again. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the people around you. We all make mistakes. I like to think that a lot of people's outrage is, like, an expression of, like, their like, white guilt. Mine definitely was when I first started out, where, like, I mean, I felt guilty for the shit that I did when I was young, and now I've kind of realized that, like, you know, I shouldn't be that mean to myself. Like, I never actually really did anything super horrible. It wasn't Prime Heath. Said some horrible shit to fit in, man. Dude, I've been there. I've been there for 100%. It happens. It happens. It's just like, it's just hard, you know. You just have to, you have to, like I said, not beat yourself up for it. It's not ideal, but also, like, we've learned. We've grown. It's cool. You know, and, like, the funny thing is, like, I said some horrible shit, but also, like, I knew when, like, straight up real racism was happening, and I remember I about kicked the shit out of a kid on the bus because he was talking about how speed bumps should just be Mexicans. And I like flew over seats and just, like, about
kick the shit out of him. Like, people had to pull me off of him, and I was like on top of him, like choking him. And I remember that it's like, okay, so I casually used the N-word through the late 90s and the early 2000s, but also I stood up for people who were being racist pricks. Like, y'all gotta like look at yourself and like know that like you did what you could with the tools that you had. And I'm sure that if you were tested, you would have done the right thing. Because I think everybody here we're all capable of doing the wrong thing. We're all capable of doing the right thing. So, like, just know that. And don't beat yourself up for it. And that's the cool thing about getting older. Hindsight's always 20/20. You fucking learn, move on, gain new perspective, meet new people, get a new lease on life. That's the best shit. That's the best shit about this adventure. Like, I'm not built for kids, but I'm built for life experiences, and I'm built for growing, like, my own spiritual cosmic journey. That's the shit right there. If I die when I'm 80, but I've had a life where I feel like I've fulfilled my goal of learning, meeting all the cool people on the planet, I'll feel pretty good about my time on this rock. What is Gemini Home Entertainment? Minigamer J, I gotta admit, as I get older, I am worse with horror stuff. But I do like, did you, Minigamer J, did you see the new trailer for Lamb? Oh, 5 minute, like, okay, all right. Now that I will definitely check that out. Actually, let me search that right now, so I don't. Cool. Subscribed. I'm in it. Give him a shot. But yeah, we just watched a really horrible horror movie that my wife wanted to watch and I wanted to watch, but she was like really excited about it. Because like Nicolas Cage is a good actor. And ever since we saw the movie Mandy, we were reminded like, oh shit, he is an excellent actor. And then, Michael Spitz, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the party. Dude, Nate, thanks for hanging out, man. Good luck with your interview. You're gonna fucking nail it. I know it. I'm doing very well today, man. I'm just analyzing our lives and being better people. Mandy was so fucking good. Mandy's amazing. Like, we love Mandy. Watch that all day long. I mean, what's his name? Panos Cosmalos, the guy, the director. Like, I love Beyond the Black Rainbow. It's got some massive problems. It's not as watchable, but it is visually one of the most impressive movies I've ever fucking seen. It gets what I want out of sci-fi horror. It just made like an incredibly boring movie. Mandy kind of made up for that, which is awesome. I love Mandy. And so like when we heard about Willy's Wonderland, we're like, oh hell yeah, more Nicolas Cage fucking like fighting monsters. This is gonna be great. That movie is fucking hot garbage. Hot garbage. I fell asleep in the last 5 minutes because, like, that's how bored I was. Like, I have stayed up for all of this. I am not staying up for the next 5 minutes. So, yeah, that one's not great. The one I do want to see is Pig. I hear Pig is fantastic. And that's actually good Nicolas Cage. God, this is a look at that thing. Come on, there you go. Look at it, that sourpuss. These Reaper models are sweet. So Lamb I really want to see. Pig. All the animal-based horror movies. Because, like, Midsummer was one of my favorite horror movies, like, of all time. And it's not because, like, oh, this movie is, like, so revolutionary. It's just The Wicker Man, you know, just beautified up. But it's, like, so gorgeous. The art direction's cool. Man, having a horror movie in the daylight is fantastic. You feel like Reaper is having trouble. All the hobby shops near you that used to stock Reaper now stock WizKids. I think like Miniature Market just like doubled the amount of both WizKids and Reaper stuff that they have. Like they went deep on both. So I think that Reaper is doing just fine. I think that these Bones collections are really good. I do think that they need to be a little bit more proactive of getting their product into people's hands. Camera's a little. There we go. But we got to see Mandy in the theater. Midnight showing. God damn it, that was good. At one of our now gone but favorite theaters in town. It was such a good show. It makes me so sad that theater's gone. Okay, so that goes there. What is happening? Does this go here and then this go here? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay. Okay, that is what's going on. Okay. Crazy. I think the hard thing for Reaper is that they don't manufacture their stuff here, so they have to, like, the Reaper Bones is such a great way for them to get product to stock for the United States, but it just seems weird that they are giving up such a large amount of their profit to Kickstarter and all of us, you know, painters who buy, you know, $170 of fucking D&D models, of which I'm only going to use like 3 of them. Paintwater, what's up, buddy? Yeah, no, I think this Bones Black stuff is great. And you know what? Like, I think that the WizKid stuff sucks too, man. It's got shitty seam lines. I fucking hate the primer that's on them. Their details are fucking garbage. Like, have you guys looked at any of like the like pre-painted WizKid stuff? Barf a fucking Matic. Like, happy Sunday, buddy. Like, it's not good. Like, it is a totally serviceable paint job, but like I would rather do a shitty job myself than have something that looks like you can buy toys at the supermarket, you know, like at fucking like the grocery store that have better paint jobs, like, and I get it, you know, it's like looking at like the HeroClix stuff. Some of that shit is not good. Ah, damn it. God damn it. Now my hands are going to stick to this thing. Yeah, I am actually very excited for them to do minis on sprues. I think that's a really good idea. Not Mike 42. How's it going? Not Mike 42. Darn Prime sub can't figure it out. Did you do a Prime sub and it didn't alert or notify? Because I have had that happen. Let me check something. And it did. God, mute that shit. Dude, Latino Hot, take it easy. I did one before and I can't figure out how to do it though. And I'll leave YouTube for this. Ah, bummer. Okay, so hold on one second. Let's see here. Let's see if I can help you out. Are you on mobile or are you on computer? A computer. Because it doesn't say it's happened, but I might be able to help you out. All I know is Twitch's chat is way behind. Let's see here. Let's pull it out and let's see what it looks like on my mobile. Go to subscribe. Do I have Prime? I do. Okay, so I just hit this here. And it says it was successful. Let's see if it did any. I don't think she got any. I don't think she got a notification either. Weird. Huh. Well, how about this? Eni's very good if you haven't watched Eni, by the way. Instead of taking more time, I'm gonna glue this head on. I'll give you a tarot reading, and we'll take it on the honor system. How's that sound, friend? How does that sound? Not Mike 42. Can't even find Prime on subpage. Have you linked your Prime and Twitch together? So you have to, when you sign in, you have to actually click a button to do that. You're basically signing up for Twitch Prime. And then it pops up. Come on. This little guy's got a crazy sourpuss. He's all grumpy and shit. You have the crown. You do have the crown. I wonder what's going on. Twitch is all sorts of fucky. We're almost done with building this thing, though, which is impressive. This is like 170 models. That's crazy. Crazy amount of models, guys. Of which I'm happy to have. But no, I will probably never paint even a third of them. I just don't understand why Twitch Mobile is so jacked up. I mean, just like Twitch in general, it's really messed up. It has a lot of issues. Oh, yeah. Now, Mike, have you ever hung out and streamed before? Is this your first time? Have I asked that? Thank you so much, William Gamba41 following. I appreciate that. Is it Twitch? It was Twitch. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as... There we go. Had to go to the website. Okay. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as Muchel. I think you've commented on my videos, haven't you? I don't remember seeing the name in stream. If you have, and I just forgot, I apologize. It is hard to keep track of everybody that comes through here. Oh yeah, look at that troll face. Troll face. It's got kind of jazz hands, which I like. And now I have the star gonna bail on you, bail to YouTube. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thanks so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. It's just it's so weird that I don't get notified for Prime things. Like I literally just did a Prime thing for Eni and it didn't pop up either. So, well, I'll finish this model up. I'll get you your tarot reading, bud.
My fellow humans, the sun will shine again. I can feel it coming over the horizon.
Don't understand Streamlabs right now.
Because we have all made it together.
Man, this bottle is almost out.
Smiling back at me, our hand in hand.
I don't know if it'll make it through all of the models. It's like they don't want you to because Jeff Bezos told him, hey, he's got to pay for that fucking spaceship, man. How the fuck else is he going to get there? I can't believe that 2 of the richest people on the planet just went to outer space. Does anyone understand Streamlabs? I'm hoping with my coding and stuff that I get into here, I will be able to actually do some like cool things with it. Hoping. But I'm also not holding my breath. How you, Salt and Sassy, how you doing? Glad to see you back. There it goes. That's not how that arm goes. That's stupid. It's gotta go like this. Should have done this while it's not on the base because I can't get my fucking finger in there. There we go. What's going on, Keely Talks? How you doing? It's going well here in the murder basement. Just building models, gonna do some tarot readings. I mean, EOB is smart. They just stick to YouTube. The big brain, by the way. The episodes that are on the... Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm glad that I was able to do them. Starting to work on a competition piece. I think Eon's Battle is really smart not to split their base. The thing is... So here's the funny thing. I started streaming when I had more... I had 0 followers on YouTube. And so, like, I started getting YouTube hits and started streaming, and for a long time it was like balanced. Now I actually have more of an audience on YouTube, but they don't watch the streaming the way that I would like them to. But the ones that do, that's why I do a multi-stream, because I want... Awesome, you're an intuitive too. Love finding other readers. Well, I'm glad that you can join us. I have a kind of a unique way of looking at reading, and hopefully it will resonate with you as well. Subbed, right on. Generally on the channel, since you're now here and you're into it, we build and paint models on like, you know, for D&D and war games and for competition. Here's a piece that I've been working on for about a month now, and still gonna push it. It's let's get a little bit closer so you can see the details a little bit more. Come on, there it is. And we still got some. We got to push it a little bit more, because I'm going to turn this into competition, so that's the way we do it. So thanks for joining. Tarot cards are a new old thing again. Show the Muppets of Power, man. The Muppets are downstairs in a display case. Otherwise, I would show them. They're so much fun. I love doing mini painting. It's really good for my mental health. It can be really devastating, like, you know, especially if you take it too seriously. So I have to say, I can't often say let's always be doing mini painting. That's why tarot cards are great. Like if I'm mini painting and tarot, that doesn't work super well together. I've gotten paint on like tarot decks, which is kind of sucky, but you know. StreamYard, interesting. Yeah, you guys do very well on YouTube, which is really exciting. Ridgard Productions, how you doing today? Thanks for joining us. I don't read futures, but I do give meditation devices for people to focus on while moving into their futures. I don't believe anybody can see into the future. And I would think if people tell you that they can, they're selling you something. I would rather our relationship be much more a conversation than one of divination. Alright, Mike. Sorry everything on Twitch got all fucky. Thank you for doing that. What do you want to focus on? Do you want a general reading, or do you want something that you want to look at? Oh, interesting. Can't we be intimate? I don't know what that means, Rygard. One sub was one glimpse in the future. I can tell you right now, if you do sub to Eons of Battle, you will get 3 videos a week. One on basing, one on something in the industry, and one a really good memory. And 5 to 6 live streams a week. There are so many possibilities, right? Right? Well, Mike, let's just do a general one. We'll have fun. If you watch the periodic table of Space Marines, you'll be very lucky after. I want live streams 24/7. I feel you. I feel you there. How much for that? Dude, live streams 24/7. If you get me money like what's his name, Ludwig did, I'd have a live stream going on for 24/7. I'd take naps in front of the screen for you. Be right back. Still listening. Sounds good. All right, Mike. General reading. Your first card. Oh my God! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Look at that. Kids are dancing in the background. People are joyous. Got the 10 of Cups. This is such an awesome such an awesome card to have. I love this. It doesn't matter what comes after this. I think that this is the one big place that you have to hang your hat on. Emotions are full, something for you to focus on and think about, and maybe you have troubles celebrating. This is a card to remind you that you have everything that you need. It's your birthday Thursday? Well, goddamn, look at that. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate. Oh, well, check that out. 2 of Pentacles is awesome. I love the 2 of Pentacles. It's a really interesting card because when you look at it, you're like, why is this guy standing on one leg and he's got 2 balls in his hands with rope going around him? What is happening here? Rygard, happy birthday today. Happy birthday today. I hope you find someone that streams 24/7 for you. But this card looks kind of fun and jovial, and his hat is wicked cool. I'm all about condom hats. When can we bring felt condom hats back? That shit is hilarious. But there is kind of a level of tension. The water in the background is really rough. The ships are kind of going up and down. And the more you start looking at it, he has this kind of a look of concern on his face. There is a juggle happening here. And this is truly what it is. It's a juggler. It's balancing on one a leg. It's kind of about the action and momentum of everything going on. Would I wear one if I could get one? I mean, yeah. If it was sweet, hell yeah. I've wore dumber things in my life. Remember the long Joker beanies? The snowboarders used to wear? Yeah, I was there. The Pentacles are all about money, and there is a juggle going on. And maybe there's a little bit of conflict between the 2 here that I think that is something to think about. Like emotional perfection versus like a financial wage. Those are all things to keep on thinking about as you get going into the future. So like, I don't think this is necessarily a bad card, but I also think that it's something that like kind of like puts like some things in perspective. Like there's always going to be a juggle. Second time the Chariot's been pulled today. Major Arcana is kind of more like a grand theme. So like these are more focused. This is more like a grand idea of movement, and a duality is going on here. You have a black and white Sphinx pulling a cart. This is a really positive card to get, which is always I still have one of my winter head is warmer. Oh, Salt and Sassy, I love that. I love it. Welcome back, Healy. Rygard, yeah, I'll get you a birthday card for sure. So I think that this is pretty good. Like, I think that there is it's kind of talking about like emotional happiness balanced with a financial juggle and like movement. And so like maybe you're considering a new job, maybe you are looking at something that needs a little bit of momentum behind it. I think that all these things kind of all work together. So I would say focus on what moves that you can make to make this juggle easier, but like always keep the the emotional happiness. Oh, you're 15. You're considering your first job, dude. That's really exciting. I was also. I started working when I was younger, but like I started doing like crazy stuff when I was 15. I was doing a lot of welding and things of that nature for my father, and that was a hell of a fun time. So 15 is such an awesome time. What I will say, knowing that now, like there is like a lot of things that you can get jaded on. Don't get jaded when you're working. I would walk into every job as being something that you're learning something new, and not every job's going to be a good fit. Like, and sometimes the juggle between money and emotional happiness is not there. There is like a complete imbalance. So what I would definitely say is like go in it with an open heart and an open mind, learn some shit, call out bullshit when you see it. Don't stand for any fucking shitty managers being fucking manipulative and like soul crushing, because those people are really sad individuals. Don't let that happen, man. Go through life, understand that it's all about figuring out your balance between money and happiness, and it is all about it's all about movement, and through those things you will become a better person. You'll grow, you'll learn stuff, you'll figure out what you like, you figure out what you don't like, importantly. So I would say this is a really positive reading. Happy birthday on Thursday. Kick this life in the ass, man. Like, you're young. It's the perfect time to be young and positive. Like if you are at all looking at that and you're going, it is just it's just a good it's a good place to be. So I'm excited for you. Good luck with everything. I think that is great. Rygard, I don't know what is going on with you, but if it donated 20 pounds for your birthday, would you shave my head and tackle Rashford to the ground? I don't know what any of that means, but no. No. Rygard, for your birthday today, I'll do a single card pull for you. This will be a meditation. Won't do a full reading. I own one to Salt and Sassy, who I'll do after I get your card pulled. But that all sounded very positive. That's all I really want to be, man. Whatever I can do to help people like have a positive outlook, that's where I'm at. That's where I am at. All right. Oh my god, I'm knocking shit out of the deck already. I think that we have enough things in this world that keep us wanting to be mad. We should focus more on the good stuff. Man, I used to smoke lots. I have been sober for 3 years though, so I don't at the moment. I might get back into it again at a certain point, but right now my sobriety and mental focus has been really much better because I've been sober. Oh, that's a spicy card. All right, Rydarg. Tower. Are you familiar with the tower at all? Maybe you'll find the challenge again soon. The tower is kind of looked at as like the most negative card of the tarot because it's about destruction. There's a crown. It's being like lightning bolted off of a building, and people are falling out of it and they're on fire. It's all about destruction and finalization. Looks mad. Looks mad indeed. The tower, a lot of people, this freaks them out. I am not freaked out by the tower. The tower is something that is a really good warning. It is something that allows you to look at yourself a little bit more introspectively. Because, like, in the same way the death card doesn't mean you're gonna die. The tower doesn't mean things are gonna get fucked up and destroyed. But it also is allowing you to open yourself up towards change. Because once everything's broken down, you can start over again fresh. And sometimes things need to break. I have definitely pulled the tower knowing that the tower was a very positive thing in my life. It signified change for me. And I've pulled it in times where like I was ready to understand that. So while a lot of people would be like, oh, this is a horrible card, I'm going to pull you a new card, I'm going to leave you with this card, man. It's your birthday. I want you to celebrate. I want you to be like, have fun and be a part of this. But what I want you to do is I want you to think about the parts of your life that are fragile, that an attitude of yours may be wrong, or something that is bad for you, just straight up bad for you. Think about it and think about what that is, and maybe be receptive to not having it anymore. Because even though the tower may hurt, destruction can hurt. Almost always at the end of a storm, you have a calm, you have sun, you have room for new growth. So take this card and just focus like about where this can lead you and where that can help. So don't be afraid of it. It is the silver lining. Yeah. I think that this is it's deep, it's heavy, and a lot of people it fucks with them. Don't let it fuck with you. Let it empower you as you walk to the next part of your life, man. Happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. Salt and Sassy, you still hanging around, girl? Can you pull another if you're scared? I don't like doing that. I think that we all have to look at it. It's kind of a thing called shadow work, where you have to look inwards at the things in your life that may be painful. Like, sometimes you gotta look at the mirror. It fucking hurts. I support that. I think that we all have to be ready for it. And here, just chilling. What do you want your reading to be on? Do you want it to be on kick-ass snowboarding jester hats, or or when your bones box is getting here? It's funny though. I've been thinking of how I'll be able to balance hobby and work, school. It's all very interesting, dude. That's no joke. Like, okay, so real talk moment. I don't have kids. I don't have fucking kids. I'm married. I have a wife. We don't have kids. We have a 20-pound diabetic cat. I am incapable of being so. I just stepped out and Streamlabs dropped the. And I don't know, Mikey. What did Streamlabs do for you? Because like sometimes it does weird shit. Looks like it's working here. Although it kind of looked like I was going slow. That was weird. Weird. Okay. I have extra time that people don't have with kids. And I look at them and I'm like, I have made this choice in my life because I am too selfish to do kids. And I need these things. Like making music, building models, playing games. Like I am that. I know in my I would be not a bad dad. I think I would be a pretty good dad, but I think I would know that I'm missing part of my life that's really important to me. So these are all really important things that at your point right now, you know, you're 15 years old. Are you turning 16 or are you turning 15? Like thinking about your future, being ready to explore things like job, work, life, balance, hobby time, all that. Okay, she'll be 16. All this shit's good, but understand that everything comes at a cost. And so it's about finding that place in life where the cost is worth the effort. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard. And you won't get the balance for a while. I'm 37. And I have done so much shit, and I am just now, like, I just fucking destroyed. I just towered myself, guys. Like, I got out of my 11-year, you know, business that's been running for 51 years. For the last 11 years, I've been running it. You know, I got out because I knew that I needed to find something better for me. And so, like, don't be afraid to destroy, to rebuild. You know, make sure that you're doing it in a prudent way so you don't like wreck your life, but like know when it's time, be ready for it. That's all I have to say. Like, be receptive, be positive, go through life wanting to learn everything. Every job that you take, tell the fucking boss that I can't wait till I have your job. Like, don't go in there thinking I'm going to stay at the bottom. Tell them that you want to be at the top, and they'll teach you everything you need to know. When you get into school, do it, man. Do it. Like, go hard, and just be receptive to the process, and you'll grow. And eventually, the important parts of your life will stick out, and you'll understand what you need, and then you can get that balance. So there you go. There you go. Salt and Sassy just wants a general reading. Mackie, I'm way too selfish for you, even for a partner in your life. Dude, I fucking get it, man. I get it. It's a hard game, man. It's a hard juggle. But we have to be. Do I have the balance? I don't have the fucking balance. I don't have anything. I'm starting over. You're seeing me as a fucking phoenix from the ashes right now. There was a slam poet in town that my wife will never forget the line that he said. It was, "I will rise like a phoenix, I will rise like a penis." And every time I mention being a phoenix, I can't help but thinking about that. Nah, Rygard, I didn't get the tower. I will send angels to wage attacks permanently against all you demons, and by yourself, mighty name of Yawahashi God, I pray, Amen. Revenges and venges spiritually, congenially, and physically. Man, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I worship my master, the Lion Age. Right. Right, Arg, you are too much. Salt and Sassy, this one's for you, my friend. Do you have mods? I don't have any mods. I like to think that these people will disappear and leave us alone. If they make it a problem, I will make them gone. But I like to think that like we can dictate our streams by being the people that we want to be. Most of the time, they don't want to stick around long enough anyway. The fucking chariot again. We've pulled the chariot, I think, 3 times today. This is like... This is intense. I like what that means. I think it's cool. So, it's movement. It's movement. Salt and Sassy, it's all about movement. Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups. They're a great card. We got 2 people. And the fact that it looks like it's a man and a woman doesn't really matter much. I do like how the guy kind of looks like the Fool, which I think is got kind of more to like explain like emotional versatility and like freedom. But they are sharing a drink with each other. There's the caduceus symbol behind them of the dragon of a winged lion's head. But this is communion. There's something good here. They're like it's a join. It's a union. It is something important. There's a trait of emotional love here. And so like when you have like movements and love, you know, like maybe you need to make a move on someone or something else. Maybe you need to make a move with the person that you're on to like be back at this like the moment of this like final like thing. So it's kind of hard to say what the cards are saying at the moment. Let's see where we've the King of Swords. Interesting. The King of Swords won their position by being they've gone through all their battles. They've have sat at the top, and maybe they're not sitting on a pile of their enemies like the way Korn would like to do it. You know, they've taken some hits along the way, and so I think that this is kind of a really cool thing because you've been through your battles, you've been through things in life to get to where you are, and like being at the top, the pinnacle of what you can be for this you know, wind element, I think is really interesting. So I would, if I was going to summarize this, I would say that like you are who you are because of where you've came from and who you've been with, and you can better other people with these things. You can bring people along because you've already fought and you've already won, and you don't need to do it anymore. You have other people to do it for you. I think that this is about action and compassion and romance. Like, I think that that's really cool and something that like it can bring you a new focus. So whether you're moving into life and you're moving into a new job, you're moving into a new relationship, or renewing the one that you're in, like it shows that you've been through a bunch, and any movement and action that you've had will take you to the right place. So, Salt and Sassy, that is your reading, and I hope that works. I hope you enjoyed that. All right. So yeah, there we are. Let's shuffle back up. It's a really interesting reading. Did Jay get one? Jay has not got one. I should do it for Jay because, you know, he did my podcast, so it's free. Like, what's fair is fair, right? I don't know. Is Jay still in the room? Maybe he's not. Don't read me. I don't care. I don't care. Generally curious. He's really nice. He could use guidance with this channel. Dude, I don't think he needs any guidance with this channel. I think he's got it all figured out. I love what Jay's doing. But I do think you're right. I think he is really nice. Yeah, right, Arg. I don't understand what you're talking about half the time. Then read Nick. He can't complain. Right, Arg. Please don't make me have to ban you, bud. It's your birthday. You're being a real shithead right now. And you're fucking taking the fun out of this. So, like, shape up or ship the fuck out. Right? Right? Like, don't make me ban you. Seriously. Fucking shape up. Then act like a fucking human being and stop being a shithead. Michael, so I learned all of this from like reading books and watching YouTube videos. There were some good people that kind of helped me start it off in it. First, I think you got to have like kind of the bug to do it. Like if you're not really into it, I think that you will find yourself being kind of frustrated being put up against it. But there's a really good book that I recommend anybody who's interested in tarot to read. It's called 78 Degrees of Inner Wisdom. I cannot remember the author right now, but they just released like a 3rd edition of it, I think. And it's a fucking great like introspection on what the cards mean, how to break them down, and just intuit them better. It made me feel really good after reading it, because like you can read the little white book and glance things and be like, I think that this card means this, and like it'll never really, you can never really tie it together with the other people. You're just basically parroting back something that other people said, but they like the introspection really worked. Rachel Pollack, that's her name. Yeah. It's the way that she talks about it made me like feel like way more like, oh, this is something that's like way more special than I was giving it credit for. How do you think it's affected your life and decisions? So I been a medium for 13 years. Interesting. See, that it's something like I've only been doing it for like the past 3 years, maybe 4 now. 2017. So I I had a massive bleeding stomach ulcer, and it about killed me. I was at the point where I was about passing out from the amount of blood that I was losing internally. Hey man, don't mean to make you cry. Just be better. Be fucking better. Okay? I took when I had to quit drinking. I had to quit everything. I realized that I was in a really bad place emotionally and mentally, and so I had to give up something I was not ready to. I didn't realize how much of a casual alcoholic I was, and how important it was in my life, and it really fucked me up. Like, it was not good. And so when your apology is accepted, right, Arg? So I had to stop, but I didn't know how to meditate anymore. I didn't know how to get centered. I just was mad and bitter and dark and disgusting all the time. And so like I needed something to fix that. And so I picked up tarot as like, I need something to help make my life be more Brandon. I needed something to get me centered again. And so I started doing 3-card pulls, just like looking at these things again and feeling them. This is actually one of my favorite cards. I love this card. And looking at them and meditating on them and just like, what does this mean in my life? Where am I at in my life? What can I do? Yeah, the ulcer was a blessing in disguise. I spent the next year doing kind of like daily meditations, and eventually I got into like card magic and learned like shuffling tricks and bullshit like that, because like I was never comfortable to do readings for people because people take this shit really seriously, and I don't. To me it's very personal. I don't think it's an article of divination. I think it is something that I do to meditate, and I think that, like I said earlier, these cards, there's thousands of this deck made, and they're all fucking printed in China and, you know, in a factory. They aren't they aren't this magical thing. They don't have any power by themselves, but we give them power because we put meaning to them, and so I've made them put meaning to my life, and it helped me a lot, and it gave me a chance to reflect and have some retrospect on my life, and I like being able to do that for other people. I like being able to do it, but like, if you're taking it too seriously, like I will be like, we're not doing this. This is a fun thing. This is even when a card like the Tower gets pulled, we all need to remember that this is just something fun that we do. And so that is where I'm at with tarot. So I like being around and you know, helping people. Tarot cards while I stream is something that I don't do often anymore because it was emotionally really heavy duty on me. Especially as I got more depressed and people wanted me to do this more, I stopped feeling the emotional tie to these, and it just felt like I wasn't helping anything. So like we're having fun, we're having good like times, like that's what this is about. Now, right, Arg? I only stream on Sundays right now. After the end of this month, I will probably start streaming more, because I will be completely unemployed by that point. So I will be needing to supplement my income a little bit more, and this is actually a really good time because we're right at the end of the stream here, and thank you all for hanging out. We're gonna switch back over to this. I am going to be working on Brandon Thomas. The end is nigh. I'm going to be working on more music soon, and season 2 of Hobby Time in the Murder Basement, which Hobby Time in the Murder Basement, for all of you who don't know, is a podcast that I started interviewing all miniature painters and, you know, people who love Warhammer and stuff like that. I will not be doing solely Warhammer miniature painting info anymore. I will be doing a lot of things with like music, movies, art. I want to branch out to people who inspire me, that make a living off of their hobbies. And which episode was the J Lord on? The J Lord, holy shit. Jay was they did their own episode. It was one of the last interviews. What do you think happens after we die? I think that we die. I think that I don't believe in an afterlife. I do think that like our cosmic dust returns to the universe to be transferred energy on to other people. I think that we go and we're worm food and we can fertilize fields if that's how we want to be buried, although we don't do that anymore. If you was in the train and asked me to come down there, I would. Well, right, Arg, thank you. That's very sweet of you, but not necessary. This is way too scary. There are kids on here. But I really believe that this is the goal. Like, if we're all trying to get to heaven, that's the goal of Christianity, is to be in heaven. We should really be trying to do that right now while we're on earth, because there is no guarantee that there is heaven afterwards. So we need to try to make this place as peaceful and as happy and as positive as possible, and pick each other up when we're falling down, and that is how I live my life. That's my goal. It's a lot like Before You Were Born. Fucking A, Mini Gamer J. That is a beautiful summarization of it. I love that so much. The Heaven's Gate people, they had the best outfit. Billy Sunshine. So, to summarize, been doing this for 3 hours now. It's time for me to call it a good and get some actual food in me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I right now, all the music that you're hearing in the background is music that I wrote. So, like, if you like that, there you go. Didn't I say Jay was wise beyond his years? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So, moving forward, tarot readings will be part of do you like Plumpkins? Oh my god. Holy shit. I will be moving forward into new steps of life. I'll be doing some schooling and stuff to help get me a better job, but until then I will be doing things like streaming more, doing tarot readings for people who sub. Ryguard, that's kind of the thing. Like, hate to be that guy that asks for money about stuff, but like, it's a give and take relationship here. So if you're gonna take something, you got to give something. I should do a clown act in the drains. Ah, God. Come on. So the next step is figuring out how to make a little bit of extra money while I'm working on the stuff to get me to the next job, because I will not be able to always make money off of streaming and tarot readings. I actually got to get an adult job going through this. So be patient with me as we all work through the new future and oh my god, dude, Rydar, do you really want me to ban you before I end here today? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Like, it's not funny. It isn't a joke. You're being a fucking asshole. Stop. Stop. Alright. Calm down. He just said peace. Alright. So there we go. There we go. It's the end of this. It's the like today. Thank you for the roller coaster. It's been fun. Maybe next week when I stream, Rydark will be on better behavior. So I'm not doing this again. Okay. You'll be back right on, and I'll be ready. Hopefully you'll be better. Y'all be good to each other. Look out for each other. If you want to support the stream even further, I do have a Patreon. I appreciate any support that you bring. And, you know, just getting the word out. Like, that helps too. Like, got to build this community somehow. All right, everybody. If you are interested in going over and watching other streamers, let me see who's on. We raid on Twitch. Let's go over and say hi to Eeny Meenies. All right, everybody. I love you all. Be good. Take care of each other. Don't be dicks.
Hey, oh my god, you use your Prime for me? Thanks. What are you up to? How was your stream? I saw you were live, I was gonna click in. I'm also like munching on cookies because I have not had lunch and I'm pretty hungry, I'm not going to lie to you. They're worth more.